Second and long. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the double. 52. Hey, watch the slant. Look, squeeze.
They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Man, I got you. 6-6, pull it high.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a give, right side. Simpson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go on. Switch. Get it.
On third down, it's Simpson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leo!
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Here we go.
I think he likes natural light best.
Indy. Hey, team 6. Let's go.
From the 41, Kelly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the ground, it's Thomas. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
60 outlaw. Check 52.
They run again on 1st down. Martin. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that in perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Here I come again. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a good kick that time, but they'll wind up unable to down it. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Kelly. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go! Stay at home. Hey, Delta!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end left. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, high 7. 97 the mic. Let's go, baby. We turn it over. Get that ball.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
On
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, Haywood! Go! It's our time. It's our time.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit! 97's the mic. 97's the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. We 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And it's taken in at the 9. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 44, Kelly. And this is Simpson with a catch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this one complete to Reed. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 2nd and very short, Kelly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Kelly now throwing on 4th down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On 1st down, Simpson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Kelly floating one incomplete.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rock, snap.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Kelly. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Break. Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 5.
To throw on third down, Kelly. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, orbit. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Five.
Now Kelly throwing on third and long. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Kelly. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. I'm coming. 49. Get it.
Here's Kelly from the gun on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check safety.
To throw, Kelly. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, Kelly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Martin. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They try again with Martin. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They come out here in the I. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Ready, break.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 7, Kelly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll run on 1st down. McNeil, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Kelly to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you,
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On second down, McNeil. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On third down, McNeil. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 19-yard line.
You got 3 down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So